Yeah, guys. Again, we're in Black History Month 2024. We just heard about, thanks to the Voice newspaper, that the death of Alfred Gardner. I believe at the age of 98. I believe he was the last surviving member of that ship that came over in 1948, the Windrush ship. I heard it wasn't as simple of just coming off that ship, because they had a hard and rough time. And what does that represent to me? A man who, I look at the elder generation when I think of my straight away I think about my granddad and where they came from in the West Indies. Don't get it twisted, guys. It wasn't no lavish, great, fantastic life whatsoever. Some people might have been all right for themselves, but I know for my family from country, it wasn't the case. And they came over here with no preparation, no idea, still with fantastic propaganda, but the fact that basically they'll come over to an easy life where they can come over here, make some money, go back home and rebuild their farms, their land, and go back to their families. And it never worked out that way, because the reason why it didn't work out that way is because it was a missold invitation. What happened, there was a deprivation thanks to World War II. This country needed help and support. They lost a lot of men, they lost a lot of workforce. A lot of people also left to go to Australia and New Zealand, and yeah, needs to come over, but told very clever, smart, educated men to come over here, and they got given terrible jobs. So how did this Alfred Gardner, go to Leeds? I got people at Leeds, obviously conditioned descent. Everybody from St Kitts has got somebody who living in Leeds. They got people up there, but you got in Leeds, and people's ignorance in 48 was super, super high, people. And then they have children, and when the grandchildren come up, and I represent the grandchildren, they struggle because they may have had children in the West Indies and over here, that whole Windrush situation. They've been called all sorts, but have to work hard to put food on the table. There's no sun, it's cold, no fruit, diet's totally changed. It's dull every day. There's no vitamin D flying down. How did they cope? And I still remember to this day the smiles of my grandparents. How do you smile for what I look back on what they went through, being called, having I can't remember what, teddy boys. People don't really talk about teddy boys these days. Being their life threatened by teddy boys, all around the country. And they're really, that generation, they die with gold. I just wish they really brought across their story, not to begrudge anybody else, just for us to understand the highest amount of resilience they had to display to get through. But they still smiled, whether they went to church, whether they went to the pub, whether they went to wherever they went to go and sing and dance, whatever they did, they still smiled. What crashing in the country that on the ground never wanted them, but they actually needed them. Go back to your country, coon, Go back, go and catch the banana boat back. I've heard it all before myself. I've heard that on TV. So when they're watching TV, it's derogative. So I have to salute, it's Black History Month. I have to salute the Windrush generation. Sad to see the passing away. A fantastic innings of Alfred Gardner. But we just want to, hail up a generation that is leaving us. But they took punches for us that today we can't even think about taking. You know how hard it is to be in a job where you're 10 times more qualified. How you come over here as a doctor and you drive buses. I speak to a lot of people that were doing so well in schools, highly qualified in schools, and they can just barely get a job, but they still smile. I don't know if they missed out. I don't know if they missed a trick or something. But listen, salute to the Windrush generation. Salute to you. You came from the heat into the cold. You went from hardship to even more hardship and abuse on top of that. Absolutely crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. Big up to our generation. Big up to them anyway. Still, yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, I don't think they feel me.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of content.